Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me. And if you didn't know, now you know. Guys, I'm basically psychic. Okay, I don't want to claim psychic. I don't know what that's about. But I'm really good at reading people, aren't I? I friggin' knew it. I called it how many episodes ago with Sarah? I knew it. Ooh. Child, we're reviewing Married at First Sight Australia, Season 11, Episode 23. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I've never been so happy to be right about something. Honestly, I just knew in my heart, but we're gonna wait to get there, okay? Let's start with Sarah and Lauren, who decide to bite the bullet and finally tell Tori about what they know about Jack. Now, I didn't think Tori was actually gonna confront Jack, but she did. And here she is, being a bird yet again.
You brushed past Sarah and touched her ass. You saying to Sarah that she's the hottest wife in the experiment. There was a moment where you had kissed her on the neck.
I don't want to comment on it. That's so ridiculous. Makeup. It's awkward. And I just sort of do it and I let them kiss me normally. If I did brush her bum, it's an absolute accident. I can't stand Sarah.
Did you say she was the hottest wife in here?
So I think I've said it, she's the most striking. She'd stand out the most, like a red Ferrari.
This man was waffling like Waffle House. Okay, Waffle House ain't got nothing on the waffling that Jack was doing just now. He wasn't denying, which in a roundabout way was an admission that he did the things that he's being accused of. And then Tori goes, well, I don't believe the lies anyways. The next morning, she literally said, and I quote, "You're lucky I have thick skin or you'd be screwed." So you're taking pride in getting all these blows, blow after blow after blow, and you're just firm in it. And you're like, yeah, you're lucky I'm this type of girl that I can take any kind of criticism. I can take any kind of accusations against you and I'm still going to stand strong. Yeah, wrong and strong. Wrong and strong. This man, I can't find a single redeemable quality about Jack, yet she decides to stay every single time. And not only stay, but find excuses to defend this man. How? And then the most egregious part of it all is that Jack decides to compliment Tori and say, I love that you have my back and whatever. Anytime she acts like a good little wife, a good little doormat, a nice walkover, he wants to give her props. He praises whenever she's compliant in his shenanigans. It's the weirdest dynamic ever. I'm aware that it's for television, guys. I'm so aware. But there are real people who act like Tori in real life. And this is very scary to watch. Very scary to watch because I know it's real. I've seen it. I have seen it. Oh, guys, sorry if my dishwasher is loud. It's just, I thought it would be done by the time the episode was over. I even watched the episode on regular speed and it's still going. So my apologies. In the previous episode, we saw Timothy get very emotional about the realization that he does not have an anchor in his life. The only person he has right now, seemingly, is Lucinda. So Lucinda wrote him a poem and he was very appreciative of it.
A beautiful boy bobbing alone out at sea, hardened by so much loss, no family. I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm alive, I'm awake. I'm as real as and the opposite of fake. A divine and perfect soul with scars so deep his survival and self is the prize he has reaped. I want to share what's possible, my legacy to help others through.
Wow. Hi, thank you.
Yeah, we've had some breakthroughs and I feel like Tim and I are really in a beautiful place.
Now, it could have been wrong time, wrong place, right? But I thought after this poem, they maybe would have had a peck. Maybe even a kiss on the cheek. I know they're just coming from a really raw moment, so maybe, the timing was off, but I don't know. And he's saying, I'm starting to see her in a different light, I thought maybe. No, I'm convinced at this point that they're just going to be really good friends, honestly. Then she took him on a tour of Byron Bay with a Y. And yeah, they were just having a great time as good old pals. I don't see any romantic future between them, but hey, Lucinda's holding out hope, so let's hope her dreams come true. Then we have Tristan. We know that Tristan grew up chubby, so he has a lot of insecurities about his body image, right? Apparently, Jack made a comment that did not sit well with both Timothy and who was the other husband there? Not Ben. Ben is gone. Jonathan. I said Timothy and Jonathan, but in this scene, it's going to be Timothy and the girls. He has a conversation with Jonathan afterwards.
Just being around all these very good-looking people. This is like the most uncomfortable I've been in like these kind of settings ever.
Our favourite guy, Jack, walks in and said, "Oh, I see the whales are here today."
What a pig. Yeah, he's a pig.
That's disgusting.
That's so up.
To make that comment when you've got a few people that are really body conscious, I don't know who it was directed at.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. You don't make those comments, period.
No.
It's not that I don't believe that Jack would say something like this, and later on he literally confirms that he said it. I just wonder, like, why don't we get to see these moments? I want to see it, especially on the retreat where everybody's there. You would assume the cameras are always rolling. Maybe not always, but they're rolling more often than they would with everybody in their little apartments, right? So I'm like, why are we not seeing these things? But it's fine. It's fine. I feel for Tristan. I do think he's going to grow from this experience. The only thing that I don't like was that it's Married at First Sight that he came on to have this growth journey, because he is now tied to somebody else who was expecting to be in a partnership, who was expecting to have somebody who's ready for a relationship, a marriage, and she got partnered with Tristan. And Tristan, I do feel, is going to learn and grow. He's going to have lifelong friends to come out of this. But Cassandra, in my opinion, has been shortchanged. And I don't think that's fair. Good on what's his name? Tristan. Good on Tristan for evolving. I feel like he has evolved, you know? The guy who said he hates himself doesn't seem to be as down on himself as he was at the beginning of the season. But he could have been on a different, there's got to be a different show. Or he doesn't even have to be on TV. He doesn't have to be on TV. Well, is that right for me to say? Because I do feel like it's important to represent different stories, different experiences in life. So is that fair to say? Maybe not. My point is, and as much as it is great to have other stories represented on the show, I do think that it was in poor judgment of the experts, the producers, whoever, to put Tristan on a show geared around relationships when there's a lot of internal work that needed to be done. Yeah. Moving on. As we know, Sarah wants Tim. Sarah wants Tim to stand up for her. So when she told him what Jack was doing to her, had said about her, she wasn't pleased with his lackluster response to this new information.
Tim's just like laying there, not saying anything. Are you angry about it?
I don't feel threatened by it.
I don't need you to feel threatened by it, but you should be angered by that.
I'm frustrated and upset at Jack, but I'm not going to blow up about it.
What I'm looking for tonight needs to be like, that's not cool, and that will never happen again, and that's what I need.
Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think that Tim should be bothered by the news? I do. But then she had said one of the comments was made in Tim's presence. The butt smacking thing was happening when Tim was there, but he didn't see it. But he definitely heard Jack say, you have like the hottest wife in the experiment, stuff like that, which she claims made her uncomfortable then. If he didn't have a problem with it then, what makes her think he would have a problem with it now? I thought he was bothered. He seemed more bothered in his confessional than he was in Sarah's face, so I'll give him that. I'll give her that, sorry. Yeah, I'll give her that. Knowing how the episode ends now, this is so rich of Sarah. But anyways, she wants him to stand up against Jack to defend her. I was thinking, ain't no way this man is going to do that. He's already told us he's non-confrontational. He's not really going to buck up against people, especially against his friends. But no, he actually does it.
You've made my wife feel uncomfortable. I've sort of brushed it off to her, and I apologise to you for not taking it seriously. It's like a chain of events, and then
This is bullshit.
I'm still speaking. It's made her feel uncomfortable, and she doesn't like it at all.
So hold on, wait. He kissed her on the neck.
At the dinner party.
Wrong thing to do, and you need to know, like, you can't be doing that.
So I didn't even realise I had done that. The butt tap. When did I tap you on the butt? I can't remember it. I can only imagine it was like absolute accidental.
So I don't know if Jack realizes that he's talking in circles because he is saying that everything that Sarah is saying is just a lie. However, he cannot categorically deny what is being said. So is it a lie or what? He can't recall all of a sudden. Oh, maybe I kissed her. I don't know. Maybe I grazed her, but I don't know. Maybe I said that. I don't know. So how is it a lie if you don't know? How is it a lie if you don't know? Child, either way, Sarah's out here, getting all hot and bothered by Tim because he came to her defense. And I don't know, does that work for y'all? I mean, I guess it kind of does when your man, fights for your honor, I guess. Either way, it works for them. So good for them. Jack apologizes. Timothy is not pleased with the apology and has another bone to pick with Jack.
You kid. I buy that bullshit for a second.
You know what? You're a shit person, and the reason you're a shit person to walk in and go, oh, what are the whales here today?
Oh. Jack, did you say that?
I would never directly call anyone a whale.
It's not right. Like,
that's
not
body
on at
shaming.
all.
It's body
Yeah,
shaming.
it's body shaming.
Did you say that? I did, but not in no context.
You did?
So Jack doesn't deny saying it. He admits to saying it, but at first he said it wasn't directed to anyone. And then he said it to Ridge. Apparently Ridge wasn't even there, and Ridge doesn't want to be involved at all. Ridge said, oh, no, you're on your own. Don't bring me into it, okay? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I have banter with my guy friend because we're both fat, and it's similar to stuff like this, right? So when he says it's banter, I would understand that if somebody responded. And I think one of the other participants said that as well. They said banter is a back and forth. It's not you just spewing out insults and people just hearing it. You know what I'm saying? So would I call my friend a whale? Yeah, he'd probably call me a walrus back. You know what I'm saying? But one, that's between me and him. And two, I probably wouldn't even say that stuff to him if we were in public. So yeah, Jack, no, it's not working. And then I didn't even notice that Tristan is sat right beside Jack. But like I said, he has evolved. And I thought he would have crumbled, but he didn't. He sat there and he was like, you know what? It's unfortunate that Jack speaks that way. And it sucks that I can't be as confident as I want to be. But I'm here. I'm showing up. It is what it is. Love that for you, Tristan. Love that for you. Through it all, Tori is not pleased with what's happening. I think Lauren was trying to speak up. And then Jack told Lauren to shut up. And then that's when Tori was like, okay, this is enough.
I've never really felt like a deep disappointment in him. That comment is completely malicious.
Gone and plotted the guys that are having trouble in their relationships with their girls. And this is why they're doing this, obviously. Who picked it up?
Timothy, it doesn't matter who picked it up.
I know, but that's just proving the point.
We are here with these people. None of them like you. And the list is growing.
All I can do is apologise, move on, You don't have to support me just because you're my wife. Only do it if you feel it's right.
I can't support that, Jack.
So you think this comment is actually malicious? This one? Over muzzle your woman? I'm starting to think that Tori doesn't actually like Lauren because what do you mean the whales are here or something is more offensive to you than your best friend in the experiment needing to be muzzled? This girl doesn't make any sense, honestly. And then here Jack was thinking that he was going to have Tori in his corner. No, not this time. Not this time. She's actually like, I can't side with you on this one. And I'm glad at least her morals start somewhere. But girl, if this is the end of the line for you, some other stuff fall in the same category as what he said today. Like, Tori, what? I don't understand. I don't understand. So apparently she's reached her wit's end. I don't think she's actually going to end up leaving him. I don't think she's even going to cuss him out about it either, but she's not going to defend him, which I guess is a win to some degree. This entire episode, it was so painful watching it on regular speed. I don't know how you guys watch this on TV. With commercials too? God forbid. So this entire episode, Eden has been holding on to a secret. Now they were teasing it way too much because I'm like, can you just tell us what it is? Okay, tell us what it is. Once we heard what it was, oh, I was so happy.
And I didn't think I'd be like this, but I am, and I can't switch out of it. I just can't. I've received a text message of something that someone's done to someone else. Quite bad. You'll find out anyway.
Just before retreat, someone in the experiment sent me a message, asked me for clothes. She's like, I want to wear a cool top to dinner tonight. When I opened it, she said, I'm seeing my ex-boyfriend.
Who is it?
It's Sarah.
I called this like 2 weeks ago. I was like, Sarah has to be talking to somebody on the outside. She has to be. Because the way that she would constantly create these random issues with Tim, the way that she'd be moving the goalposts whenever he would try to do something that she asked him to do, the way that she was so disengaged with him, I was like, there's no way. There's no way she's not entertaining somebody on the outside. And to make matters worse, it's an ex. How rich is it for Sarah to request these things from Tim, knowing damn well she has no intentions of taking him seriously? I knew it. I knew it. Wow. I'm ready to see how Sarah gets her ass out of this one because, And it looks like she's going to be yelling again. I don't know if she's going to use the excuse of being a fiery Latina yet again. We know Alessandra's Latina too, and she don't like that. So what excuse are you going to use this time, sis? We'll have to wait and see, child. So, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.